during the summer of 2013. Please put your hands together and welcome the comedy of Mr. Jared Wright.
Everybody good tonight? I've been walking around all day, and I noticed a lot of families are here, which is really cool. You know, I know my family's here. Actually, I come from a pretty big family. I'm one of 6 kids, so I know what you're thinking, and let me just confirm, we were the Black Brady Bunch. I just wanted to get that out there. We were the original Black Brady Bunch. Don't want anyone taking our spot. And the thing about having that many siblings, like I know a lot of people would hate it, but as you can see, like I'm very unfit, so I liked having that many siblings because there was always someone to have your back. And what's weird is like other kids were genuinely too scared to mess with you because they already know they're outnumbered. Like I remember this one time we went to the park and my baby sister, she's on the swing and she's just like la 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 la. This boy named Kenny comes up to her. He says, "Hey, get off the swing." She says, "No." La 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 la. And Kenny pushes her off the swing and she's crying, you know? Like she's crying and then she runs over to my older brother and she's like, Jonathan, Kenny pushed me off the swing. Jonathan very, very swiftly turns around and he says, hey, come again? Hey, don't cry. That's a sign of weakness. I'll take care of it. Hey, turns around to me and my brother. We run up to him and we're like, hey boss, what's going on? He says, you go push your sister on that swing and you don't let nobody get in her way. And you, yeah boss, what's going on? You come with me. We're gonna take Kenny to the monkey bars and teach him a lesson he ain't never gonna forget. Capiche? Now, that's really the last anyone's ever heard of Kenny. I'm really not even at liberty to say what happened to him. But I just, like, that's the kind of stuff my mom had to deal with, you know? Like, she had to raise 6 kids, and 7 if you count my dad. Because, like, I love my dad, don't get me wrong, but, like, I was telling him the other day how, one of my favorite memories of growing up with him was when he would read to us. You know, he'd get a chair, he'd sit in the hallway, and we opened our bedroom doors and he'd read to us till we fell asleep. And I always thought that was the coolest thing. But as much as I love that memory, I feel like I'm the only one of my parents' kids that it got dumber as a result of that. Like I got 2 brothers that are like really musically inclined, and I got sisters that are avid readers. You know, one is writing a book, the other reads a dictionary for fun. Let me say that again, she reads the dictionary for fun. So like while you're out watching movies or hanging out with your friends or at a baseball game, she's at home studying the word anti-disestablishmentarianism, which I don't even know if I said right because I don't read a lot. And it's gotten pretty bad lately. Like you have all those smart kids that are doing all those things, and then you have me. Like I'm the guy who, if your Facebook status says "see more" in blue letters, I'm the guy who scrolls. You know, because that to me that's too much work. You know, you gotta click, and then you gotta scroll, and you gotta read, and it's like, no thanks. I'll wait till the movie comes out. That's one of my bad traits. Like we all have pretty bad traits. Everyone here has some trait that they don't like.
I'm perfect.
Like my friends, one of my traits, like my friends, they call me Oreo a lot because, you know, they're like, I grew up in the suburbs and like, oh, you're so black on the outside and you're white on the inside, which doesn't really offend me because Oreos are delicious. Everyone here loves Oreos, so it never offended me. But I think they had a point though, because like, you never realize how out of place you are until you go somewhere you're not familiar. Like I said, I grew up in the suburbs, a very suburban kid. And I had this friend who was making this documentary, and he's like, hey man, I'm filming this movie, and it's in Atlanta, and you know, I really want you to be a part of it, you know, so you know, come on down to Atlanta, I know you're interested in film, so you want to hang out? And I was like, yeah, absolutely, that's a great idea. You know, I get in my car, you know, fix my mirror, you know, get in the car, and turn on some music, you know, I got some like Hall & Oates playing. I'm a huge 80s fan. I was born in '89, so I love 80s music. I had some Hall & Oates playing, right? And like I said, I don't read, so I'm driving, and
I love 80s.
Through a series of wrong turns, I end up in, well, let's just call it not the suburbs. So I'm driving through not the suburbs, and I know 2 things. 1, I have no idea where I am. And 2, I am not about to stop and ask for directions. So, you know, I'm like, okay, I'm lost. I just wait till I get to the red light, find a way to turn around, and I'll just drive till I find something familiar. So, you know, I get to this red light, and I'm like, oh, here she comes. You know, all I know is she's rocking out. And all of a sudden, I just hear, and I'm like, what is that racket? I look in the rearview mirror, and there's this, like, pimped-out Escalade that pulls up right beside me at the red light. And the guy looks down and says, what's up, man? And I'm like, hey, how are you? And I'm like, no. You want to get hurt? You want to get jumped? You're in the wrong side of town, buddy. Okay, you're an actor. You can do this. Just focus. Find your inner gangster. Okay, find it. So I close my eyes. I do one of these. What's up, man? How you doing? Yeah. And I realized, like, Hall & Oates is still playing, and so I gotta justify why, like, I'm a gangster listening to Hall & Oates, and I'm like, what's up, man? Who touched my radio? I'm just kidding. I stole this car. And so the guy looks at me like I'm crazy, and the light turns green, and he just drives off, and I drive, and I call my friend and say, I'm not doing this, and I go back home, and I cry. Like, it's never really, like, race is a weird thing. Like, a lot of people don't want to talk about it. Race is a weird thing. Like the same thing could happen to two different races, and it would be totally different. Like, I worked retail for almost 3 years, and I worked the toy section. And I worked the toy section, and I saw this almost every single year. I saw this. I would see, you know, I'd see a white mom, and I'd see her have her kid, and they'd be walking, and the boy would be, I remember this particular one very well, actually. So this little southern boy, he was walking in the store with his mom. He was outside of the cart, and his mom is, you know, trying to shop, and he's like, oh, mama, look at that toy right there. I want that toy right there. And she's like, no, you're not getting that toy. He's like, oh, mama, please, can I get that toy? And she's like, no, you're not getting that toy. He's like, oh, mama, please. And he starts throwing this crazy tantrum, and mom gets mad. She's like, ah. She grabs the toy, throws it in the cart, and said, there, I hope you're happy. That's all you're getting. That's your Christmas right there. Don't expect nothing. And the kid's like, okay. And he's laughing, he's smiling, because he knows, you know, you're still going to get something for Christmas. He's not going to be the only kid to open nothing on Christmas Day. So he goes off, and that's the last I see him. Not even 15 minutes later, does the same thing happen with a black mom and a black son. And it doesn't happen exactly the same way. It happened a little something like this. Little boy was in the cart. His mom was pushing him. It's like, hey, oh, mama, can I get that toy? And she's like, no. But mom, no. But mama, no. So the mom turns around and is doing her shopping thing or whatever. And then the kid does the smartest thing I've ever seen. He just climbs out of the cart and he runs over to the toy he wants, and he gets down and he's like, oh, but mom, please. And he's just like holding onto it for dear life. His mom, very nicely, very classy, walks over to him. She says, hey, do you have money for that? The little boy goes, no. Then why are you touching it? Why are you touching it? Put it up, now. And the boy's like, no, please. She's like, I don't care. She grabs him. The boy is like hanging in the air. She throws him in the cart, and they zoom off. And that's sort of the weird thing about like when I say people call me Oreo and stuff, it's weird because like that situation, when it happened to my family, it was neither one of those scenarios. Like it didn't play out either way. Like I remember one time we were, because you know there's so many of us, and my mom was like, no babysitter. So we went Christmas shopping. We had to go like Christmas shopping with her. So we went Christmas shopping with her, and we were in the store and she was shopping, and I was like, oh man, it's gonna be so cool. So we're in the store and we're shopping, and then my younger brother's like, hey man, mom, I gotta go to the bathroom. Mom, can I go to the bathroom? She's like, oh, Jonathan, take your younger brother to the bathroom. He's like, okay, mom. And he takes him off to the bathroom. And then I get this great idea. I say, oh, I know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna ask mom. I go to my sisters. Like, we're gonna ask mom to get us Monopoly. That'll be so cool. We can play it tonight and have a lot of fun, and it'll be really cool, right? Like, yeah, Jerry, that's great. Let's do that. So we go to the toy section. We get Monopoly. And we run to my mom. We're like, mom, can we please get Monopoly? And she's like, no, you can't have Monopoly. We're like, no, please. She's like, no, you can't have Monopoly. But mom, we really want Monopoly. It's like, guys, not now, maybe later. So we were sad, and we're walking back to put the Monopoly game back, and my older brother and my younger brother, they catch us on the way back to her, and they're like, my younger brother's like, what's wrong, guys? Why are you crying? And we're like, well, mom said we can't have Monopoly. And we're all crying. My older brother says, hey, no,
No, don't cry. That's a sign of weakness. I'll take care of it. We're getting this game. We're getting this game tonight.
And so when we got home,
Sign of weakness.
and still to this day, I am the champion of Monopoly. Thank you. You guys are great.